What's up, guys? We're here at Carolina Takedown Talk with Daniel Ownbey, two-time North Carolina State champ and two-time national champ from UNC Pembroke. What's going on, man?
How's it going?
It's going good, man. We're here at the Sergeant Matthew Baynard camp here. Daniel is now also the head coach of Wheeling University out in West Virginia. What's it like finally, taking over the helm of a program?
It's awesome, man. I've wanted to be a head coach for the longest time. I did my 10 years at Pembroke, Greensboro College, Ferrum. Newberry was my last one, and this opportunity came up, and it was just an amazing opportunity to take. So I applied for it in December, got it, moved up to West Virginia, way up in the tip, pretty far away from home, but it's an amazing opportunity. The rich history that they've had. They're NCAA national runner-ups in 2019, so being able to take over a program with such a strong culture is awesome.
For sure. So, you mentioned some of the different schools you're at. You were with a lot of great coaches there. OT. You had Newberry's head coach. Cy. And then what's it like coming from some great coaches, and like how much of that do you implement into your coaching style now?
So
Eric Wentz from Greensboro College.
So I wrestled for OT in college at Pembroke, and then being able to coach under him. Can't forget about Nate Yetzer at Ferrum, who was the one who gave me my first ever coaching job. He did a fantastic job of kind of sliding me into the role of being a coach and showing me what it's like transitioning from an athlete to a coach. And then I went back to Pembroke and coached under OT, which helped me a lot with my recruiting and just practice plans and things like that. I took a hiatus for a year, then went to Greensboro College, and then Cy Wainwright reached out to me about taking over the assistant coach at Newberry. I spent about a year and a half there, which we had a fantastic season for the year and a half I was there. And Cy just did an amazing job teaching me the ins and outs of the admin part of coaching. So I've had some incredible coaches that have given me bits and pieces on what it takes to be a great head coach. And so it's awesome to being able to learn from so many different people. And then also I can't forget my assistant, Chris Noddy from Pembroke, wrestled at Oklahoma State. He definitely showed me what it was like to be a great assistant coach, and I know that he's doing great things up in New Jersey now, so it's just want to give him a shout out too.
For sure.
So what if a North Carolina kid's kind of thinking about Wheeling? They might not know a whole lot about it just because it's in West Virginia, it's not local to us.
Yeah.
What are some things you can tell some North Carolina kids about Wheeling that they should know?
So we're up in the tip part of West Virginia, right on I-70. So if you go up 77, hit 70, about an hour away from Pittsburgh and about 2 hours away from Columbus, Ohio. So we got a ton of stuff to do up there. We're about the third largest city in West Virginia. It's a beautiful campus. Roman Catholic, not Roman Catholic. It's a Catholic school, so it's definitely got the home feel to it. It's up in the mountains, so these Western North Carolina kids are going to feel right at home. And it's just the admin there, the president is right in our backyard of being involved in the program. She comes to all our matches. She knows every kid by name and is super involved. Our athletic director just came in this year, and he's doing a fantastic job of just making sure that we have everything we need. So up in West Virginia at Wheeling, we're a program that's funded to compete and funded to win. I know some colleges aren't necessarily funded very well. I've seen some, I've been to some, but up there they want us to win, they want us to compete, and so they give us the necessary tools that we need to be on top and to get back to where they were in 2019. That's our goal in the next 2-3 years is to fight for a team trophy again.
What kind of recruits are you looking for?
Just anybody that wants to come down, put their head down and get to work. It doesn't matter your skill level or what you've done in high school. As long as you're willing to come in and trust the process. That's what I keep telling my kids every day. As long as you trust the process and just want to get better, is the kind of kids I want. I want the kids that want to come to get better. If you want to come just to wrestle, I mean, we'll take you, but we're looking for a room of kids that are going to push each other. And if you look at what Spencer Lee said, there's an Iowa documentary of them saying that everybody believes that they're going to win a national title. From Spencer Lee, who's now a 3-time national champ, all the way down to the fourth string, they all believe that they're going to win a national title. And so that's what I want, is everyone that believes in the program and believes in the culture.
Daniel, you're a Western North Carolina kid, right?
Yeah.
Out of ENKA, that's where you win your state titles. What keeps bringing you back to Western North Carolina? You run that clinic every year.
Yeah.
You're here at this Matthew Baynard camp. What keeps bringing you back here?
Just the ties I made with Strong Courageous in Western North Carolina. I love the area, and I love the people around here. It's just such a great, enriched wrestling culture that Coach Osteen has instilled, and it's sad to see him retire, but then again, it was such a pleasure to have him around and taking so many great wrestlers. Myself, you got Mitchell Langford, Josh Blatt, and you got all these great individuals that have gone on to do incredible things past wrestling. James Short is doing incredible things. You got Brandon Schweitzer, who took Polk's program. So you've got a coach that has done incredible things with incredible individuals. And so I just want to be one of those guys that can come back and give my knowledge that I've received over the years and just help build the culture of Western North Carolina wrestling.
That's awesome. Now, you're a role model, man, for not only Western North Carolina kids, but all across North Carolina. They saw you win those national titles at Pembroke, and I think it kind of puffed some belief into kids that, hey, I can win national titles in college and be from North Carolina.
Right.
So those kids are kind of in the early stages of their high school career now, and they kind of have the same goals that you accomplished. What kind of things would you say to them going forward in the next high school and into that college age?
So at the end of the day, I know there's a lot of stigma out there of North Carolina wrestling is not that great. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter where you're from. You could be from New Jersey, you can be from Ohio, or you can be from Pennsylvania, California. Once you get to that national tournament, you're just another kid on the bracket. It doesn't matter what your singlet says, where you're from, where you grew up. Once you make it to the national tournament, anything can happen. And the biggest advice I can give to young kids is don't think of it as a national tournament. Think of it as another Saturday. It's not nationals, it's not regionals, it's not states. You've wrestled every weekend moving up to the tournament. Just think of it as another weekend. Think that, hey, I got another tournament next weekend. It's not as much pressure on you. So you can be from North Carolina, you can be from South Carolina, from Georgia, wherever you're from. Just know that if you put in the hard work and you trust the processes of what your coaches are trying to tell you, that you can reach any goal that you possibly want.
Awesome.
Awesome. Well, good luck this season, bud.
I appreciate it. Thank you.